The option seat can be adjusted to suit your body size, weight, and shape. Lift the fore and aft lever to move the seat forward or backward. Release the lever to lock into position. Lift gray knob and adjust seat back angle to suitable position. The lever controlling seat height is found in the middle front of the seat just below the cushion. Pull upward on the lever to increase height and push down to decrease. The tilt steering lever is the small black tab-like lever located on the operator's left-hand side of the steering column. Lift the lever and adjust the steering wheel to desired position. To start the forklift, press down on the park brake, the black knob located to the right of the operator. Check to make sure the red park brake light indicated by a P on the display is lit. Have the pedal at the neutral position, the speed at idle. At this point, you are ready to turn the ignition key. Turn the key start switch to the start position to crank the engine. Release the key to the run position and allow the engine to start. The Hoist FR Series features a hydrostatic drive. To drive the truck forward, depress the top of the operational pedal away from the operator. To reverse the truck, depress the bottom of the operator's pedal toward the operator. The operator pedal also controls speed in both high and low speed setting. The further the pedal is depressed, the faster the truck will go. To initiate braking, remove your foot from the pedal and allow the pedal to return to the neutral position. The truck will hydrostatically brake to a stop. With the pedal in neutral position, the truck will not roll. The operator display is located on the operator control panel to the right of the operator. This display shows the following: engine temperature, fuel level, oil pressure, RPMs, parking brake engagement, truck hours, and load weight. The engine speed control dial switch is located at the top middle of the operator control panel to the right of the operator display. The 4-position switch is used to change the RPM setting of the engine. Increasing the setting will result in higher potential travel speeds and hydraulic function speeds. Select the RPM setting appropriate for the work being done, as well as space restrictions. The majority of the jobs can be accomplished in low or medium settings. The check engine light is located in the lower middle of the operator control panel. This light will illuminate only if there is a service issue with the engine. Contact a trained technician or supervisor and tag the truck out of service. The work light switch is located on the top right of the operator control panel. This switch is used to turn the work light on and off. Push the switch away from the operator to turn the work lights on. Push the switch towards the operator to turn the work lights off. The drive speed switch is located on the bottom right of the operator control panel. This switch has both a high and a low setting. To turn the drive speed to high, push the switch away from the operator. To turn the speed to low, push the switch towards the operator. Select the speed appropriate for the job being done and space restrictions. Low speed is appropriate for heavier loads and confined areas. High speed is appropriate for lighter loads or no load and longer runs. The dual fuel switch is located on the bottom right of the operator control panel, next to the drive speed switch. This switch allows the operator to switch between LPG fuel and gasoline. Push the switch away from the operator for gasoline. Push the switch towards the operator to switch to LPG. The chassis extend switch is located on the bottom right side of the operator's control panel, next to the dual fuel switch. This switch is used to extend and retract the counterweight of the forklift. Push the switch towards the operator to extend the counterweight out. Push the switch away from the operator to retract the counterweight back to its original position. Never extend the chassis with a load on the forklift. The HYDAC gauge is a multi-gauge system allowing all hydraulic functions to be monitored and troubleshot without having to tee into any test ports. To use the multi-gauge system, simply move the arrow on the dial to the number associated with the hydraulic function you would like to monitor. Perform the task and the pressure reading will occur. The lower lift control lever is the first lever at the right of the seat. Pull backwards to raise the forks. Push forward to lower the forks. The tilt control lever is to the right of the lift lower control lever. Push the lever forward to tilt the mast and forks forward. Pull the lever back to tilt the mast and forks rearward toward the lift truck. The side shift lever is to the right of the control lever. Push the lever forward to shift the forks simultaneously to the left. Push the lever back to shift the forks simultaneously to the right. The fork position lever is to the far right of the first auxiliary control lever. Push the lever forward to increase the width between the forks. Push the lever back to decrease the width between the forks.
This video explains the functionality and features of the operator display for the Hoist Lift Truck FR Series lift truck. It should be noted that the operator display unit is fully sealed and watertight. When the vehicle is started, one of two different display screens will automatically be displayed depending on if the vehicle is being used in LP or gas mode, as set with the fuel switch on the control panel. The display screen shown is for a vehicle being used in gas mode. As you can see, there are 4 different engine gauges displayed. The upper left gauge is used to indicate the oil pressure level of the engine. The upper middle gauge is used to indicate the water temperature of the engine. The upper right gauge is used to indicate the operating speed of the engine. And the last gauge shown in the lower right corner is used to display the fuel level of the engine. The only difference in LP mode versus gas mode is that there is no fuel level gauge displayed in LP mode. As well as engine gauges, there are also 3 indicator warnings on the operator display. The first indicator warning shown on the left side of the screen is the parking brake indicator light. This light is illuminated when the parking brake of the vehicle is engaged. If the parking brake is disengaged, the indicator light will disappear. The second indicator warning shown on the right side of the display is a low fuel warning indicator. If the fuel level of the vehicle is low, this light will be displayed. The last warning indicator on the display screen shown in the middle of the screen is a service warning indicator. If this warning indicator illuminates, then it is time for the truck to have its routine preventative maintenance done. When this warning illuminates, please be sure to inform your service department or appropriate personnel. Once the maintenance is completed, the warning indicator will be reset through the functionality of the operator screen by a trained technician. This indicator will illuminate every 250 hours of use. 2 other items displayed on the screen are the weight of the load on the forks or boom in pounds as shown, and the total number of hours used by the vehicle, displayed in the lower center portion of the display screen. In the event of a critical issue with the engine, such as low oil pressure, high water temperature, or engine overspeed, a separate warning indicator screen will appear as shown. This screen will alert the operator of the specific issue. Once this issue is resolved, the default operator screen will reappear as shown. In order for the operator to know the proper capacity of the vehicle, a separate operator screen is used. This screen can be viewed by pressing F1 on the engine gauge display page as shown. In this display screen, the operator can use the function keys of the display to enter in the following information, used to calculate the capacity of the vehicle. Using the F1 key, the operator can enter in the number of counterweight slabs currently fit to the vehicle. This vehicle is designed to be used with anywhere from 0 to 7 counterweight slabs. Once the operator presses the F1 button, the number of slabs will turn green to indicate that the variable is active, and then can be changed by using the up and down arrow keys. Once the operator sets the number of slabs, the next function key can be pressed, or F1 can be pressed again to lock in the value. This is indicated by the number of slabs turning back to white. The second item the operator must enter is the counterweight and rear axle extension. This is the distance that the rear counterweight has been extended. This value is changed in the same fashion as the number of slabs, however, it is changed in increments of 12 inches. If the counterweight is extended in something other than a 12-inch increment, then the operator should select the 12-inch increment that is less than the distance that it is extended. For example, if the counterweight is extended 28 inches, then the operator should select 24 inches. The last item the operator must input using the F3 key is the load center on the forks or boom. Again, this value is in increments of 12 inches, starting at 36 inches and going to 84 inches. If the operator is moving a load at a load center other than a 12-inch increment, then they should select the next closest higher increment. For example, if the load center is 45 inches, then the operator should select 48 inches as the load center. Once all three values have been entered, the operator can read the vehicle capacity in pounds and kilograms shown in the center of the display. Once this information is obtained, the operator can go back to the engine gauge display by pressing F4 as shown.
The MD3 display allows all electrical connections to be diagnosed. Aside from the truck capacity page, the MD3 also monitors and diagnoses engine and vehicle data. Within the vehicle data page, multiple sectors can be diagnosed, including hour meter, service hour meter, park brake switch, lift transducer, gas mode, LP mode, low LP fuel, and fuel gauge. Under the Adjust page, service meter reset, fuel gauge, scale setup, and engine shutdown preferences can be found.